Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my summer makeup routine. So as of right now, I'm really into dewy makeup, and I'm someone with melanated skin. I'm someone with pretty dry skin, so I decided to make a video giving you guys my tutorial in case you're somebody who falls in line with any of those three categories. Those categories being dewy makeup, dry skin, melanated skin. So let's get into it. The thing that I do is just pull back my hair, and I do not have any like clips or anything, so I'm just someone who uses a hair tie. I definitely want to invest in like clips because I feel like they're really cute. The first thing that I think I want to do is show you guys the products that I use. So for concealer, I use this Morphe 2 concealer. I've been wanting to try other concealers, but this is the first concealer I've ever used and I really like it, so I'm just sticking with it right now. For me personally, I am the shade Peak of Cyan. For my base, I also use a Morphe 2 product. This is their Hint Skin Tint. For the skin tint, I am the shade Hint of Ginger. Morphe 2 is just one of those brands that I really love. I think there's only one product by them that I'm not a super big fan of. If y'all didn't know, Morphe 2 is like a offspring of the original Morphe, and the original Morphe is like regular makeup. Morphe 2 is like soft, dewy, clean looking makeup. For eyebrow gel, I use the NYX Control Freak, and this is a clear eyebrow gel. I know that they have colored eyebrow gels and I definitely want to try some, but as of right now, I'm just sticking to clear. I know that some people don't like this and they prefer the Glossier one, but me personally, like, this one is $7, and I think for $7, it does what it needs to do. So for mascara, I don't really have a set mascara. I will just try mascaras, and I'm not like a really big mascara person, so I'm not gonna say like this is the best mascara I've ever tried, but I bought this a while ago and I'm just waiting for it to run out so I can get a new one. But this is the Telescopic mascara. For blush, I use a cream blush, and I've had this blush for a minute, so it definitely looks worn out. It's just this super dewy blush, and I'm not really sure what company made this. I don't use highlighter every day, but if I do, I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place, and this highlighter is called the Royalty. To blend, I have my really crusty old beauty blender. I don't know why I haven't. I've cleaned this. I cleaned it like maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't know how often you're supposed to clean them. I know that my mom has like a bunch downstairs, but this is just like my baby, and I'm gonna keep using her until she's on her last leg. And then to set my makeup, I use the e.l.f. setting spray. As far as setting sprays go, I haven't really experimented with too many, so I couldn't tell you if that's like the best one, but I do know that it's affordable and it does what it needs to do. So the first step to a good makeup routine is always to wash your face. I actually wash my face with two different products. At night, I use Cerave, and then in the morning, I use I don't know how to pronounce that. Before I even started this video, I had already washed my face, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the first step. The first step for me is always to moisturize. I know that some people use primer, but me personally, I don't have primer. And I'm someone who can't do a whole lot of fragrance, so it's really hard for me to find a primer that works for me. But if y'all know any good primers, definitely let me know, because I want to add that to my makeup routine. Also, just like a little disclaimer, I'm not a makeup channel, and I don't think I will ever be a makeup channel. I'm just someone who is a 15-year-old who has been learning how to do makeup and decided to share with y'all my routine. And then I also use sunscreen. This is my favorite sunscreen because for me, and I think anybody who has like a darker skin tone, whether that be like really dark or just like anything with a little bit of melanin, you know that some sunscreens can leave that purpley blue cast, and it's really disgusting and it's really annoying and it makes your skin look dry. But this one is my favorite, and I'm someone with really dry skin, and I know that a lot of people's critique on this is that if you have oily skin, it just makes your face more oily, but for me, it does what it needs to do. So dry skin, melanin skin, definitely invest in this. And I've had this sunscreen for so long that the logo had came off, but it's called Black Girl Sunscreen. I've linked all my products in my description box down below, so if you guys want to go check that out, you definitely can. After moisturizing my face and putting sunscreen on, I like to put Vaseline on a Q-tip and then just put it on my lips. First step for me is concealer. I know that some people put concealer on after their base, but concealer is meant to conceal, and I feel like it makes more sense to put it on before the base. So I kind of go a little bit crazy with my concealer depending on the day. I like to start by putting some under my eyes. And recently while I was on TikTok, I saw a makeup artist like revealing her makeup hacks, and she was saying not to put all of your product on at once and do it in parts, because when it starts to dry it gets harder to blend, and if you want like a more clean look you gotta do it in sections. And I'm personally someone who likes to use my finger before going in with my brush or my sponge. I was watching like a Vogue Secret video back when I was maybe in 4th grade. I was really young, but Hailey Bieber was on Vogue Secrets and she was saying that she uses her finger, and then I was like, that makes sense, because if you use your finger before the sponge you don't absorb as much product. And then it might sound a little bit weird, but I also like to put just a little bit of concealer on the lids of my eyes. I just think my lids are naturally a little bit darker than the rest of my face, so I like to kind of even it out. And then after that, I like to do the corners of my mouth, and then if I feel like I need anywhere else around my mouth, I just go ahead and hit that. I feel like most people with melanated skin knows that for some reason around our mouth is way darker than the rest of our face, and me personally, it's not my favorite look, so I just use my concealer to conceal that. Lastly, I just go in and wherever I see like dark spots and blemishes, I just put a little bit of concealer over that, because concealer is meant to conceal. And I like to do my face in sections because, like I was saying earlier, I don't really want the product to dry up because then it will be harder to blend. I've only been doing makeup for not even a full year yet. I think I really started to get into makeup in January of 9th grade, which if y'all didn't know, in August I will be a 10th grader. And I'm definitely still learning, so I feel like if I look back on this video in maybe a year, I'm gonna look at some of the things that I did and know that it probably wasn't the best, but this is what's working for me right now, and I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my base. That girl on TikTok, that makeup artist, giving her hacks, and she was saying to put the product on your hand first and then put it on your face so that you can control how much you're actually putting on your face. And then with that, I just directly go in with the beauty blender. Sometimes I'll use my hand, it just depends on how I feel, but for today I'm just gonna go ahead and straight away go in with my beauty blender. I got the idea for this video because I have a get ready with me TikTok page where I will show people what I'm wearing and where I got it from. I'll just talk to people about different types of things while I'm doing my makeup, and I will also do hauls sometimes on there. And I was like, I've never really given a descriptive way of how I do my makeup, so why not make it into a YouTube video? I did one half of my face and now I'm about to go ahead and do the other half. I was watching this video a couple of weeks back about like 2016 makeup, and it's just so crazy to me because in 2016, I think, what grade was I in? Maybe 3rd. I was probably in 3rd grade, and it's just crazy to me how much makeup trends have changed since then. We had went from like doing really sharp eyebrows, really extravagant, really fun, bold and bright makeup to just like enhancing our features, and I really like that we've transitioned out of that because I feel like with the internet, especially with my generation, we kind of like copy what we see on the internet, not in a bad way. Sometimes it does get bad, but like we just take inspiration from the internet, and I think that it's more important to enhance your features than like cover them with bold and bright colors, even though that is very fun and I definitely want to learn how to do like extravagant makeup. I like the fact that it's more normalized to have your everyday makeup kind of look like your actual face. I do definitely want to get more into makeup and learn how to do like different things. As of right now, I don't contour, but I definitely want to learn how to like contour my nose because my nose is just like a little bit of an insecurity that I've been having. I don't know. I think that I can learn to love my nose, but then at the same time, I just think it would be nice to figure out a way for the days that I don't really like the way my nose is looking to kind of mask it. Now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my blush. Some days I go a little bit crazy with the blush. I feel like today I'm not going to do anything too heavy. I would say for the most part, this is a fairly good starter cream blush. I definitely want to try like the Rare Beauty blush, and there's a couple of other brands that have blushes that I definitely want to try. This one was $7, and while I'm learning, I just don't really feel like dropping a band on products. For me, I always try to remember to lift up. For a minute, when I first started, I was just going like straight, but now I kind of go more upward, not like super high, but just like a little higher, because when you smile At least for me, my cheeks go up. Over the summer, I don't really wear makeup every day, but if I were to, this is what I do. Since I started going to work, I definitely like to put on makeup just because I just find it fun and it gives me something to do. I don't know what, actually I do know what, it's global warming, and I keep literally having this conversation with anyone that will listen. The reason why the summers have been so hot is literally because of global warming. And in the South, we have been struggling. Like, it has been so hot in the South. Me and my mom were literally talking about how if we're gonna be outside all day, we cannot wear makeup because the makeup will literally melt off. It's really bad. I remember at the beginning of the school year, I was like anti-makeup. I would only wear eyebrow gel and mascara. And that was really because I didn't want people to judge me for wearing makeup, which sounds so weird. Almost every girl in high school wears makeup. But whenever you get like into an argument with a guy, like you guys are like joking and whatnot, I feel like they always bring up makeup. I remember being in the hallway and this guy was like joking. I don't know if they were joking or not because like I wasn't there for the whole conversation, but he was like, and you have 10 pounds of makeup on your face. Like, why are you wearing so much makeup? And I always just like didn't want to be judged for wearing makeup, so I didn't wear makeup like that. But I've just kind of learned to love it and learn to not care what people think about it. For this next step, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. Sometimes I'll do my eyelashes before my eyebrows. I really don't have like a set way. After I do those first 3 steps of concealer, skin tint, and blush, I just kind of do everything in the order that I feel like doing it in. And today I feel like doing my eyebrows first. So I like to start off by like just raising my eyebrow hair up the highest it can possibly go. And at the beginning of the summer, I actually shaved my eyebrows just a little bit. I had shaved off the wing because my eyebrows used to drop like all the way down there. And I felt like my arch made me look really mad. I kind of feel like I have thin eyebrows. I might be going off on a limb there, but I feel like my eyebrow hair isn't as thick as like my eyelash hair or even like my leg hair. I just have darker hair, so it looks like I have more eyebrow than I actually do. I remember for my 15th birthday, I was gonna get my eyebrows tinted, and then I saw like a bunch of tinted horror stories and I decided not to. I saw like a picture on Google of this woman's eyebrows literally bubbled up because the person who did her tint did it wrong. And then I was like working up the courage and I was like, okay, when I turn 16, I'm gonna get my first tint. And then my mom literally came to me with like this horror story. My mom has been getting her eyebrows tinted for a while, and I think she said it was making her eyebrow hair fall out. So I'm just gonna not do that. I might invest in like a serum. I was looking, I had this one saved on Amazon for the longest. It's an eyebrow and an eyelash serum. I also saw somebody using castor oil on their eyelashes and they grew really long. She also was using them on her eyebrows and it did her justice. So I was like, maybe I'll try that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara. For me, mascara can take anywhere from 3 minutes to 15 minutes. It just depends on how I'm feeling, how my eyelashes want to contribute, and if I want a lot of mascara or just a little bit. I already have fairly nice eyelashes, and since I have curly hair, my eyelashes just naturally curl, so I don't curl my eyelashes. However, I do have a couple of straight ones that like just go straight forward, and I know this really isn't good, but sometimes I'll like just be really careful, grab some scissors and cut the eyelash off because it gets on my nerves. I should probably just invest in an eyelash curler, but I haven't yet. I know that a lot of people have mixed feelings about doing your bottom eyelashes, and I used to be a person who was like, absolutely not, do the top lashes and nothing else, but I like to add a little bit to the bottom, and some days I add more than others. I feel like you can definitely tell the difference. Maybe y'all can because of the way that the lighting is going on, but in person you can definitely see the difference if I wear mascara versus if I don't. My eyelashes look longer. They are already like a pretty good length. I'm definitely not complaining. Mascara does just add a nice little touch. Normally I do my makeup at my desk, but my desk is in front of my window, which is like really nice because it gives me good lighting so that I can see what I'm doing. But today I decided to do my makeup on my floor in front of my closet because the closet, as y'all can see, is white and I'm doing clean makeup, and I was like, why not have a clean looking background? Whenever I get to the corner of my eye, I really put the mirror close to my face so that I can see what I'm doing. I like to try to get those eyelashes that are in the corner right there because I feel like it looks so much better when you're able to hit those. I always finish my look off with some clear lip gloss. This is definitely one of those lip glosses that are more on the expensive side, but I love Rihanna and I love Fenty, so I will pay $26. There are definitely lip glosses that will do you justice for like half the price, not even half. I'm sure that there's a lot of good ones. My sister has one that's $3. She got it from a beauty supply store and I actually love it. Sometimes I steal it from her. She doesn't know that. I don't do this every day, but whenever I'm feeling a little fancy, I take a Q-tip and put a little bit of highlighter on my nose, and for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do that. And I learned this trick from he who we shall not name. For my highlighter, I like to do an exclamation point, so a line and then a dot, and since I have like a more rounder nose, I make my dot go like that instead of like that. I like to blend it out. Lastly, I set my makeup. Alright, and with that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said earlier, all of the products that I use are in the description box down below. If you guys have any advice for me, please let me know, because like I said, I've been doing makeup for less than a year, probably closer to 7 months, and constructive criticism is always helpful for me. And with that being said, I will see you guys in another video.